What's going on, everyone? It's Jay here. I wanted to make a new video that is going to be more of a kind of like a discussion, a theory, and just kind of speculation about a certain subject that I've been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to just bring it out to you guys. I also did want to mention that I've made this video like twice before, so hopefully it turns out better than the both of them. But the reason why the other two did not work is because basically the sound just wasn't working. I had it wrong in one certain setting, and now I have to redo the video for a third time, and this is gonna be fun. In the previous video, I was just trying to show you guys how much of a freaking weeaboo I was because I had my Sharingan eye contacts in, but my eyes were just starting to get a little bit too irritated, and then I realized that both of the videos that I made didn't come out right. So hopefully these come out good. I'm just not gonna put in my eye contacts. So basically what I want to talk about today is the subject of Ventus separating from Sora and acquiring all of his memories, and then what will become of Ventus's form. The reason why I want to talk about this is because, one, with Ventus, he has three sets of memories. In a sense, three sets of memories. There's him in the actual Union Cross timeline, where he's actually a union leader of 5 unions of after the original Keyblade War. And then something happened there. This story was just obviously created very recently in the Union Cross story update, so we don't really know what went on there, why he lost his memory. But then there's the Birth by Sleep version of Ventus. And then this is not exactly true as far as another set of memories, but then there's Roxas, which was created from Sora becoming a nobody, and Ventus's heart was residing inside of him, so he took the form of Ventus, but it wasn't exactly his heart. Now that could be speculated on, where it could have been Ventus's heart that allowed Roxas to immediately have feelings of some sort, but I don't think that that is actually the case, because in the first week or so of Roxas's awakening, he had no feelings at all, but he started to form feelings, form a heart. And if you haven't already played Dream Drop Distance, it was confirmed that when you're created as a nobody, a lingering heart will begin to create itself if you just allow yourself to feel. A heart will start to create itself, basically, because of your own memories. In Kingdom Hearts, when you've created your own memories, you are basically your own person. That's why there's a lot of people who think that Roxas should be his own person and just be a person separate of Ventus. Now, what I really want to talk about is when Ventus is separated from Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, because we know that this is going to happen. Ventus is bound to awaken, and he is going to be his own person again, and Sora will be free of all the burdened memories that he has within his own heart. Now, what I've been thinking of is there's 3 people who are basically suffering as far as, being inside of Sora's heart. There's Ventus, Roxas, and Xion. All of their memories, separate memories of different people, are inside of Sora. Now, I'm not gonna get I'm not even gonna get into Xion today. I really wanted to surround this around Ventus, Roxas, and Vanitas. I want to talk about these 3 characters because when it comes to when Ventus will reawaken and his heart will be his own again, so it's been confirmed that Vanitas will definitely be returning. That was already confirmed, or at least extremely speculated, from the original gameplay reveal of Kingdom Hearts 3. Because in the original Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, there was a chess game that Ericus and Xehanort were playing, and it was definitely representing the 7 Guardians of Light and 13 Sisters of Darkness. One of them had an unversed symbol, which obviously had to mean that Vanitas was making a return. And this is logical. If Ventus is returning, then Vanitas, his other side, his dark side, will be returning too. Because as far as we know, Ventus is still going to be a being of only light. Vanitas will still have a returning role. However, what is his form gonna be? That's what I really want to talk about here today, because it's only logical that when Ventus is separated from Sora, he will no longer have any part of Sora within him, nor will Sora have any part of Ventus within him as far as each other's hearts. So when Vanitas returns, do you think that he will look like Sora, or will he take the form of someone else? Now, don't get me wrong. I actually really wish that there would be some sort of situation where Sora will actually meet face to face of some sort, not just in dream drop distance, where he will actually see Vanitas in person and recognize that he looks just like himself. But when you really think about it, it's hard to think that that can even be possible. My theory, my speculation is that when Ventus is going to separate himself, or when he is separated and awoken from his long sleep, it could either go, I feel like, one of two ways. It can be where once he awakens, all of his memories will be back. You know, the Union Cross timeline, and then also the Ventus birth by sleep timeline. Now, what will happen with Shion's and Roxas' memories? I guess I'm not really going to get into Shion today, but what about Roxas? Will his memories become one with Ventus so that he can merge and be one whole person, so that Ventus can relieve Sora of all the burdening that he has on his heart, all the hurt that he has within his heart? I think that that's definitely going to happen. I think that everyone that is burdened inside of Sora's heart, I guess you could say, will be released from their birth by sleep. However, with Roxas being in a sort an entity of Ventus, I have a feeling that they will merge. However, we have to remember that in Kingdom Hearts 2, it was even said that Roxas resides in darkness. So I have a feeling, what if instead of Roxas's memories merging into Ventus, and then Tetsuya can actually, you know, pay off this Roxas character and allow him to be his own person by merging with Vanitas and becoming his own person of Ventus's dark half. I think that this is definitely possible. I think that it would actually be even more interesting if this is the way it was. I think it could make a lot of sense if, when Ventus is awoken from his long sleep and his heart is returned to his body, there is still going to be a lingering heart of darkness, in honesty, of darkness, because Roxas resides in darkness with its own memories that should have a place to go. And it's not going to stay inside of Sora, or Roxas isn't going to stay inside of Sora. And Vanitas is a being that will always be present, as far as we know, until Ventus and Vanitas finally merge into one to have an equal amount of light and darkness. But what if that doesn't happen? What if Roxas's heart and memories merge into the dark being that we know as Vanitas, and then that's how Roxas will become his own person? I think it'll be definitely an interesting and honestly somewhat of a logical direction for the Roxas character. And I think it would just be cool to see that, because then because like I said, his form, he shouldn't look like Sora. At least once after Ventus separates himself from Sora, logically speaking, Vanitas should not have a form of Sora's face of any sort, because he will not be a part of Sora anymore. That's the reason why Vanitas even had the form of Sora, is because at the very beginning of Birth by Sleep, when Ventus was just damaged by having the darkness taken from his heart, and then he was basically just in a coma, he was awoken back to life. Basically, he was brought back because of Sora's young child heart filled with light. It completed Ventus's heart, allowed him to live, while Sora kind of resided in him slightly, even though it was always shrouded in darkness. Because of that, behind the Vanitas mask lied Sora's face. When he separates himself from Sora, logically speaking, he should not look like Vanitas. So what if, when Ventus awakens, and then all of the other previous hearts that are inside of Sora, all of those memories that belong to Roxas, are now merged with Vanitas, and from there, Ventus would have another being that is of darkness and negativity, but still has his own form, being Roxas, and allowing him to be his own person. And I think that could also be a very, very interesting path for the Vanitas character / Roxas, so that Roxas can possibly beat the darkness that is inside of him and have an equal share of darkness and light and be his own person as a Vanitas character. Now, obviously, that wouldn't make much sense in and of itself because Vanitas, like I said, is a part of Ventus. They have to be one, so I think it's definitely interesting. Now, like I said, for the time being, when Vanitas is a character, I think that it would definitely be interesting if Vanitas's previous memories in Birth by Sleep and Roxas's new person, his heart, his memories, merge into one, and then that can be the new dark being that is Ventus's counterpart that he would need to fight. I think that is definitely interesting. If you guys think that this speculation theory, whatever, this discussion is interesting to you, comment down if you guys have any other ideas. I want to see what you guys think about what could happen with the Vanitas character, as well as the Ventus character, the Roxas and Shion memories. What do you think is going to become of that in Kingdom Hearts 3? Because I don't think that it's just going to be pushed aside. I don't think that Roxas is just going to disappear, neither is Shion, because Square Enix, Tetsuya would not create those characters just so that they would be pushed to the side because they're nobodies and they're not supposed to exist. They've already created memories and a heart of their own, so logically speaking, they are supposed to be a person of their, they're supposed to be their own person. I'm thinking that with Roxas, there could be a different direction because he looks like Ventus and he is, in a sense, an entity of Ventus. So, and he resides in darkness. So what if he kind of merges with Ventus's dark half, Vanitas, and that is what allows to fuel the darkness, the negativity that allows Vanitas to live. What do you guys think could happen with those characters? I'm really interested to see what you guys think. This is basically what I've been thinking about. Obviously, it's not concrete. There's not a lot of details that I was able to bring together, but this is just something that I've been really thinking about for a while because Vanitas is one of my most favorite characters. And I really want to see a Sora and Vanitas meet up if Vanitas were to look the same as Sora, but when you look about it logically, it's not exactly possible for Vanitas to take the form of Sora if Ventus has already separated from Sora's heart. So let me know in the comments what you guys think could be happening with these characters in the future for Kingdom Hearts 3. What do you think is going to basically turn out for these guys? Other than that though, you can like this video up if you like this discussion, and like I said, comment if you have anything else to say, anything that you want to say about what I said or what your opinions are. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm obviously going to be doing a trailer reaction for the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. There is confirmed to be one at E3, this coming E3 in like the next 2 weeks, but I heard that it's going to be coming out right before E3 or not at the E3 event. But whenever that trailer comes out, I'm going to be making a reaction video, so subscribe for that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.